Hey, Shalom, Call Allah, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Rachakudash, double unto apostles of great millstone, and Shalom to brothers in the highways and byways, doing the work sincerely and faithfully, and continually fighting that good fight of faith, Lord willing, we are finding that number to be delivered, right? And as you see on the screen here, my man DW. Now, I'm not going to play this for copyright purposes. You know, they've been striking brothers down, so I'm trying to keep it on the up, you know. But anyway, all that being said, this is the scene when he was in the bar and all those cats was surrounding him, and he was quoting out of Genesis, the 3rd chapter, right? And at the end of the 19th verse, it ends off, "Until the dust we shall return." All right. So this is going to be the premise of the lesson. Until the dust we shall return. Now, why is that? Why is that being said? Why is it being mentioned, to the dust we shall return? Where does a man go after he dies? All right. Where does his body go after he dies? These are very basic questions that are easily to be answered. Very easily can be answered. All right. And even back in the times where Israel knew and understood where a man went and what the process was for death, there was no question about it. All right. So let me get a couple scriptures and just run it down, right? Till the dust we shall return. This is Genesis chapter 3. I'm gonna start at 17 and read down. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herbs of the field. And in the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground. For out of it wast thou taken, for the dust thou art, and unto the dust shalt thou return. All right. So again, knowing how the process of life was back then, a man would die and his body would return unto the earth. All right. Even so much so, there was a timeline which a man had to be buried. Okay. A man couldn't be dead sitting up, outside of a grave forever. So that being said, understanding this, a man's cycle, if you will, after he lives his life, or if his life gets cut short, he goes to the grave, to the dust. No matter what this man has done. All right. So let's continue on. Let's get a couple quick points here, right? Now this is Job 20 and 11. It says, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Now, here you have a person who has been full of sin from his youth up. All right. And if this man, if there was any candidate that was, eligible for being in hellfire, this would be this guy. It'll be this guy. All right. But it says, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Didn't say anything else about getting burnt up, being in a pit of fire. In the dust, man. It's very simple. And I hope the brother, who was inquiring, hope that brother, gets edified. All right. We are men who was created from the dust. And when that time comes, and when your time has come, you will return unto the dust. As my man Denzel said. Continuing on. This is Job 34 and 15. It says, all flesh shall perish together, and a man shall turn again unto dust. That's it. A man shall return. Okay. A man shall turn again unto dust. What is that dust? the earth. Your body will, once you're put in that box, and this is why back in the ancient times, you was made the caskets, so to say, were made out of wood, because the wood would break down and decompose like with the body and return back into the dust. But nowadays you got fiberglass caskets, and those fiberglass caskets don't break down. All right, so you kind of, in this kingdom, you kind of defeat the purpose of burying a man. A man should be buried so his body can now become one with the earth again. But what does Esau do? He charges you $1 million for a casket, where in a sense you can't even, your body can't return back to the dust, man. You see Esau, they'll have some kind of shit going on, a guy, a serial killer. They need to get some DNA from a chick. They'll go and exhume her, dig up the coffin, and coffin sitting right there, spray it down, you know. But again, this is Babylon. This is Babylon. But the point being made here is, all flesh shall perish together, and a man shall turn again unto dust. All right? Keep it rolling. Psalms 104:29. It says, Thou hidest thy face, they are troubled. Thou takest away their breath, they die, and return to their dust. You see? You ain't going to find too many scriptures. You ain't going to find any scriptures saying a man's going to die and be tortured in hell. It don't happen that way. The spirit of a man goeth upward. All right? Boy, oh boy. Let me get this here. Ecclesiastes 3:20 says, All go unto one place. All are of the dust, and all turn to dust again. All right? So now we're identifying where the body goes. The body goes right to that dirt, right to that earth. So now let's identify the spirit. Ecclesiastes 12:7. It says, Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the power who gave it. All right? There's no way around this. This is it. You know, so Lord willing, brothers kind of grasp and understand it. All right? When a man dies, his spirit returns up into the Father who gave it. Right? And that's crystal clear, man. That's crystal clear. The spirit returned to the Father and go back up to the Heavenly Father. This is Ecclesiastes 3:21. It says, Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of beast that goeth downward to the earth? All right? So the spirit of a man goeth upward, not down, not downward, onto the center of the earth. There was a movie called Journey to the Center of the Earth. It doesn't go down there, man. That's crystal clear. Lord willing, brother, you understand that. All right? Now, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at that. It was quick to the point. Lord willing, it's edifying for anybody. All right? And as my man Denzel said, he played an excellent role in this movie. I want to play it, but y'all brothers seen the movie. Go back and check it out again. All right? And I think I'm going to entitle it, Into the Dust We Shall Return. Nowhere else. Don't let anybody fool you. All right? Lord willing, I'm going to see y'all another one. I say shalom.